Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and I am a professional intuitive empath, and today you and I are going to take a little walk down what we should be doing during this day to evolve. For some of you that are watching all over the world, you'll get this message whenever you're supposed to. So never mind the time it was posted. Says my internal self, pay attention to what resonates. So I've already got some cards pulled for us today. Strong messages coming in from the ancestors as well as our angels today. So some of you may be getting messages. I'm divinely guided to let you know that regarding ancestral communications. So smells, familiar things, baked goods, vanilla, cinnamons, memories of places, clear waters, ancestry. Pay attention to what comes in. Colognes, smoke, gruff energies, happy energies, encouraging energies. Pay attention to what comes in because we are being divinely guided by ancestral help today. Okay, my loves, let's get into it. The first thing that comes up is snow leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Oh, the angels have a sense of humor. I always like to say, yeah, guys, we get it. We're in solitude. And so what I want you guys to understand from this card is that this is a blessed and divine time, even in the midst of what feels like for so many terrible concern and panic. I do not at all intend to make light of this. This is very real. I am taking it very seriously. It is affecting people in my actual life, in the community I live in the area I am, and with my own family. So I promise you, I take this not lightly at all. But what I want you to understand is that in your own space, if you've clicked onto this video, understand your angels wanted you to take this step back. Sometimes because we are quarantined and this is mandatory, our human selves are wanting to fight against it and say, but I don't think it's fair and I don't want to be inside and all of that. But my God, there is such a blessing in staying safe and protected. And so we're not going to just stay safe and be out of our panic minds. I want us to be safe and in a productive mind. Understand that this time of solace is a time for you to retreat into yourself and to dive deep and do some spiritual work. This is the very best time to navel gaze. In our society, we are encouraged not to do so much navel gazing because it takes us away from productivity. But now, the universe, infinite and wise, Mother Earth, brilliant and ancient, is correcting that capitalistic drive to keep producing. And though some of us are working, I'm working now. I have clients scheduled in an hour. I have things that I've been channeling and meditating and doing. This is my work, and you are working from your computers, working remotely, working around the world. But what you are being asked to go up with here, the higher lesson, is what are you working on to evolve? And so today they said, value and give gratitude for this time, because like all seasons, this will change. Like all lessons and painful things and things of some uncertainty, this too shall pass. That's your message for today. This too shall pass. But in the meantime, what things shall fall away with it? For some of us, some weight might fall away with it. For some of us, some health issues might fall away with it. For some of us, we need to be vigilant not to over or under nourish ourselves in this time. For some of us, I'm speaking specifically to someone who's struggling with anorexia. They said that you want to control everything right now, and it's very hard for you to not eat or to eat. See, okay, that's interesting because you want to comfort, which is our human instinct, they say. And they said that in its way, this is a great rebalancing for you. Sorry, I'm so emotional. I did not expect this. They said that this is antithetical to your monkey brain, right? The part of you, listener, who has told yourself that control is restriction. And they said that you are being pushed by universe to not comfort yourself in indulgence, but within reason, because you need nurturing right now and you need something deeper. They ask you to connect with yourself and allow yourself to be nourished. And they're talking about some inner child work here. And so I want you to understand, pay attention to what's coming up in this time of solace for you, listener, specifically. Food is not your enemy. Food is not your drug. Food, oh wow, this is for a lot of people, is about sustenance. And they said that right now is not the time for you to get so rigid, because I see you counting not just calories, but morsels of food. Your angels are stepping in right now, and this is ancestral help. This is a great grandmother energy that's coming through. And it's not because grandmothers feed. This is someone for you specifically if you're listening. All right, I'll leave that there. Guys, the other body changes I want you to be aware of is that you can be exercising at home. All of us, because we are very blessed and abundant, have exercise equipment or the ability to lift those cases of water or do something within reason. Please, by phone, contact your physician before you begin any exercise regimen. But they're saying even if it's yoga or Tai Chi or some kind of daily practice, this is how you stay sane and grounded and stay in connection with your root chakra, which may be experiencing a lot of trauma right now because we are in this time of uncertainty. Root chakra is connected to safety, family, finances. So some of you too, lower back issues, that's about not feeling financially supported. That's about the job losses that have happened with spouses. It's okay, they said. Whoa, this is not what I was expecting for the daily evolver. They said to bring it in and understand. And they said that that movement, that lymphatic system moving. Okay, some of you, they show you on those like those bouncy, those small trampolines. And they're saying it's time to move, time to move. Time to move some things through here. Hobbies. How can your hobbies, whether around your house or just outside of it, affect your life for the positive? They want you to start paying attention to that and taking that up, because they have a lot of release for you in the things that are delightful. Some of you are worried so much about what's going to happen in this, and your angels said specifically today, they said please reassure them that they will be gracefully aging. When I pulled this card, I knew that this is for some issues of people that are dealing with parents, and we're dealing with the idea of palliative care in these times. We are also dealing with your own fears. For some of you, there are people thinking, is this what is going to be my fate? And to you, I say no. They say no. Ancestors, remember we started with them? They said no. You will gracefully age. You will live out your days. This, for you, my listener, whoever tuned in, for you, this shall pass. All right, the next thing is about getting some rest. I mean, can I get an amen for this? We are so out of sorts right now. And because we can take some time and spend it in solitude, rest is part of that. An animal totem that kept coming up for me recently was a koala. And it was about deep, languishing rest. And about being a procrastinator too. So there's always flip sides to all sign symbols and totems. But what I want you to understand is what I took from it was that I've become a bit of a workaholic, and I don't know if any of you listening can relate. And because I work from home, that's particularly dangerous because my home is my business, and that means that I don't always recharge. And so for some of you today, they're saying just because you're working from home doesn't mean that you're a robot, doesn't mean that you're an animatronic and that you just go at an endless pace. You must recharge, my loves. That is your message. The divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose, guys. Not panic, not fear, not rationing, not sadness. We're going to let that part melt away. I pulled a signifier. I found this little thing, this cute thing when I was in Paris. Listen, guys, I love this so much. This little coin purse. They had me put lemons down here because, again, we've been given something sour and they're saying we're going to make something beautiful. She Feels She Knows is the Sacred Rebel deck signifier. Let's see what our angels have to say. And our ancestors. I'll be reading this one to you as it is a very meaty definition that no human could memorize. An illumination is erupting from within as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but more of a softer, gentler knowing. It's like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. The insight will assist you, and you're asked to honor it. You will know which insight is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely on clarity that is coming to you now or has just recently come. And when clarity is coming into our life, guys, it's usually happening because we're listening and we're quiet. It's usually happening because we are taking time out to rest and we are taking time out for solitude. So this is the benefit of this. I've also, they just drawn my attention to this, placed a piece of a Himalayan rock salt. This pink salt became super popular in the last few years, didn't it? And we usually have some of this in our house. This is fantastic for grounding. So if you don't have some of the other things that will be coming up in the video I make about grounding tools for being at home to keep you sane, then this is something you have. Everyone has salt. I'll be making a video about salt and all the many uses for it, including bindings and divorces. Very fascinating. Anyway, back to this. So this insight will assist you and you're asked to honor it. Okay, and you'll know which one at the right time. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long range or long-term developments, something that is far bigger than the immediate situation. What is our immediate situations, guys? It seems overwhelming, yeah, but it is not. This moment is one of importance, although you will only have a dim sense of possibility at best. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You are come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped onto the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You're being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even temporary restrictions. Temporary restrictions, guys. This is not our permanent state. This too shall pass. If you can't see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are indeed possible. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards more significant manifestation that is coming to you. According to your life path and purpose, this stage of preparation and the building of a foundation will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you, for it is a light that is within you, simply revealed more fully. And all that is happening now, is happening to that end. Guys, I couldn't add another thing. But then they say, oh, but you could because we asked you to. I was at a metaphysical fair, and this guy that was selling some homeopathic remedy gave me a bunch of stickers, and I never knew what to do with them. And today they directed me as to what to do with them. We are the cells within the body of Gaia, it says. Gaia is a cell within the body of the galaxy. We are all relatives. Here in infinite space, now in eternal time, may we love and respect all beings in the 3D, the 5D, and beyond. Sometimes puzzle pieces slide into place, and even though this is one piece that we all feel out of sorts with, I assure you it will fall into place. At the back of this, you see here the flower of life. This thing is found present in all manners of creation, and I want you to understand that there is a greater unfolding, folding in and upon itself. We are cells within the body of Gaia, Mother Earth. And Gaia is a cell. Doesn't she look like a cell? What else does this look like that we've been seeing flashing across our TV screens? A cell, huh? A simple cell that has absolutely altered the course of our life. But yet and still, in the reading, they bring me back to it. They said, what did you say? What did we tell you to say? That we will heal ourselves, that we are connected, that Mother Earth in her infinite ancient wisdom will rebalance. That is the promise, because she has a vested interest. The galaxy, the universe, source, God has a vested interest. We are relatives, and now I think we understand that more than we ever have. Connect with your actual relatives. Say thank you to your ancestors. Light candles and honor them in your home, because we have nothing else to do but to remember right now before we can get back to the life that we were living. Say thank you. Give thanks. Say your grace. This is a time for gratitude, because from gratitude, we will reintegrate, we will remember our interconnectedness, and we will get back to a new normal. And that is your daily evolver, guys. Way more than I bargained for. They've been powerfully working with me lately, and I hope that for some of you, it resonates. Come back and join me tomorrow, and we will continue to take some fun detours. But most importantly, we will evolve together.